Today I'm sitting down with my good friend Keith Dean. He runs an SEO agency for real estate investors and brokers, and he's been in the game for over a decade. The only issue is he's been relying on referrals, word of mouth, and his network for the past 10 years. In this video, you'll see how he's gone from relying on inbound leads to signing clients on command from cold email, including a $10,000 recurring revenue deal. He has added 14K MRR to his business from cold email. Welcome back to another Spotlight interview. Today we have the man, Keith Dean, on. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, Christian. Good to see you.
What exactly do you offer? I know you've been in the game for a while. Just fill everybody in on what your business is, who you work with.
I run an agency called Digital Bullet Agency. We're based in the UK, but most of our clients are in the USA, and we deal with real estate investors. So not your traditional real estate agents, the investors who buy below market value, the ones who help people out. So if they're in trouble with like foreclosure or bankruptcy or fire damage, water damage, that sort of thing, these guys go along and help them out, buy the property and rent it back to them, or see if they can help them out in one way or another, or just give them a cash offer that they want just to get rid of it. Say they've inherited a house or something, give them a cash offer, they can move on, not pay any taxes and things like that, you know. So they're the guys we deal with, yeah. And I've been doing that for about 8 years.
Yeah, props to you, man. 8 years. Everyone's like, I'm 6 months in, I'm not successful yet. Like, this is taking too long. My man's been in the game for 8 years, which is cool. And you do SEO, correct? Like blog writing and backlinks for
full SEO. So we do everything for them. So it's a fully hands-off SEO service we do. So all the content, audits, backlinks, everything.
So before you joined Client Ascension, what was your main acquisition channel? Was it inbound leads, word of mouth? Like you had a good network? Were you doing some outbound?
It was networks and referrals mainly, because I'm on a few real estate networks. They're well known in the real estate world, but not to anywhere else. You know, one's called Carrot.com, which is a weird name, but it works. They do real estate websites, so they're out-the-box websites, about $100 each a month. And then I've got a page on there on their marketplace, and people come from there to me to use SEO services, which is great. But we tend to get the lower quality clients coming from there. They're buying $100 website. They're not wanting to spend thousands of dollars on SEO a month, you know.
So you mentioned to me that you were a little skeptical with cold email. When you joined Client Ascension, were you hoping to learn cold email? Were you joining for other purposes? Like, what was your main focus?
So the main thing is, my business took a bit of a dive. I think you know the story. I won't go into it too much, but I had a business partner who basically destroyed it while I was ill. I was off ill for about 8 months, and when I came back, we dropped right down. Revenue had dropped down. He'd taken some clients away and things like that. Non-real estate clients, I'll add, because I've got such a great reputation in that market. So I wanted to build it back up again. I'd seen Daniel's videos on YouTube. I loved the feel and the energy of Client Ascension, and I thought, I'm sat here working on my own. I've got a big team, but we're all remote. I thought it'd be great to get involved in something just to boost us back up again, and it's been amazing. It really has.
That's awesome, man. So a lot of the people watching are probably like, SEO for real estate, I don't know if that would work over cold email. Like that seems a little like a tough offer. So walk me through the results you've got with cold email so far, because I know it took a little while to play out, but we've stuck with it. We've been patient, and now you're getting some pretty solid results.
Okay, so we started off and it was a bit of a softly with the emails. I was a bit worried about going in too hard with them from a cold email perspective. You know, how are you doing? I see you're in real estate. So am I. And that was all right. Got a few responses from that, but no leads from it at all. Nobody wanted to talk about it. So you and me talked about what we offered, specialist things like probate leads, inherited houses, that sort of thing. And then I put a case study together for one of our best clients who made $300,000 profit last year from a $30,000 investment. So he 10x'd his investment effectively. So we sent that out. That's been brilliant. I've closed 3 clients from cold email, which is unbelievable. You know, I closed one yesterday for $10,000 a month from cold email, and I had sent him 10 emails, and he sent me back, I think now's the time to talk. So got him on a call.
That's awesome. And you mentioned the case study is kind of your CTA, like you're leading with that proof of work and value up front, and then you're
and I've made some other case studies since. That was a guy who's been with us about 3 years now. He's ranking number 1, not page 1, number 1 for all his main keywords. So he's over the moon. He's getting leads coming in all the time, every day. Our guarantee is we'll get you to the first page of Google in 90 days or you don't pay. The latest client are in Austin. We got them to page 1 of Google in 14 days and then number 3 in Google in 4 months. We can do it. We've got tried and tested SOPs. We've got a proper system that we use. It works like gangbusters. There's no black arts or we'll promise you this and won't give you anything. We actually deliver. All I needed to do was market that more, you know, which is what I'm doing now.
And the cool part is once you get kind of a proof of strategy with cold email, you can just pour way more fuel on the fire and triple down on
Yeah.
that. So it's
Yeah,
really
well,
great.
I've moved into another niche now as well, property management. They're in real estate as well, but they get a steady income from the property management side of it, so they're
Yep.
less reliant on a deal or a flip like the real estate guys are. I've started sending them out. I think I'm going to talk to you and tailor that a little bit more. I think they need a different approach, which is fine. I'm going to be patient about it because I've signed, what have I signed now? $14,000 a month from cold email. I would never have believed that if you'd have told me that at the beginning,
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It seems like it doesn't work. And then one day you land on a strategy that just gets you calls and clients pretty much not at will, but way more predictably than referrals, inbound leads. So props to you on that, man. I have a question about your experience overall in Client Ascension so far, because the majority of the people in there are like young little agency owners, 19, 20 years old, just getting started. You've been in the game 8 years. For anyone watching that's maybe a little bit more seasoned, they're like, oh, Client Ascension looks like a bunch of beginners. They're too young for me. Like, what's your advice for them regarding, the community as a whole?
When I first joined Client Ascension, I was worried because I'm older than everybody else. And then I soon realized that what wasn't something to hold against me, it was something that people like. The fact that somebody older will come along and not give in and try again, sort of thing.
Yep.
So a lot of people look up to me for that, which is great. And I'll help people. As you know, I'm very helpful with people. I'll do what I can to help if I've got anything I can do. It doesn't matter what age you are. It's what's in here and what's in your heart that matters, really. If you want to win, you should join Client Ascension, honestly. If I had to join Client Ascension, I'd probably just stop now, really, because I'm an older guy. I don't need to do this, really, but I love working. I love dealing with people. I love selling to people, marketing with people. The guys at Client Ascension, yourself, Andre, Daniel, Chris, my team coach, all the people I speak to during the week on the calls and everything. We have such a good laugh as well on some of the calls, as well as learning so much. The atmosphere and the energy is amazing, isn't it?
It's like a group of friends that just run businesses and grow. It's pretty cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
Especially the events. Like, whenever I'm at the events, it just blows my mind. Like, you can sit in Slack all day and message, but when you're in person, having dinner, having a couple drinks, talking, it's great to see. For anyone watching that's kind of on the fence regarding business, whether they're just starting out and they have like one client and they're like not ready to make the leap into quitting a 9-to-5 job, or they've been meaning to start a business, but they've just been, towing the line, like, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start next week. What advice do you have for them?
Join Client Ascension because it takes you step by step from first principles right up to that. I mean, today I've just sent my 3-pillar pitch, which is one of the things we do, isn't it, to David. And he's come back to me and said, no, you've got to change this bit. So I've changed it, gone back to him. Yeah, that's it. Now get your voice training done. And I'm a seasoned salesperson. I believe I can sell. Well, I can sell, but I'm not big-headed where I'm thinking, well, if I don't follow this, it won't help me. It won't help me close more deals. If you don't know what you're doing, but you want to start a business, join Client Ascension. It's the best investment you could make, honestly. It really is. I think so.
That, man.
And I've been in a lot of things, as you can imagine, and gone to a lot of events and marketing things and seen anything like Client Ascension before, though.
Instead of you begging us to get results, we're begging you to get results.
And I love the accountability. I mean, my coach, Chris, it doesn't give me a second. I was on a call with him last night and he went, you haven't done this, why haven't you done that? I said, I'm closing deals. He said, never mind that, you haven't done this. And I love that. I love that accountability because it keeps you on the bike and keeps you pedaling, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. Everyone needs accountability, community. Doing it on your own is no fun. You want people to celebrate with, yell at you when you're not doing the stuff you should be doing.
It's easy to give up if you're on your own as well, isn't it? Any excuse can come to you and you just think, well, I don't need to do that. But when you're in something like this, lots of people have got your back. It's not like you're being bullied or anything. People have got your back and want you to succeed. So that really helps boost your confidence and everything.
I appreciate you taking the time to join me on this today. It was super helpful. Appreciate the kind words. Appreciate you jumping in. If you've been on the fence about starting your business, signing your first couple clients, take it from Keith. He's done it for the past many more years than I've been doing this, and he's crushing it. Thank you for jumping in.